Very quickly, we will be doing these questions. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 1st April 2021. Right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is Physics 5054. Today, we have set our hearts to solve October-November 2002 paper. So, it's a paper 1, MCQ paper. Let's start this, and real quick, we will be going. The diagram shows a micrometer scale, which reading is shown. The reading you can find out very simple. Here you see the on the horizontal scale, count how much you have passed. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7.5 has passed, and then I will note down 7.5. For example, I can show you on my rough work. I have noted 7.5. That was the reading on the horizontal scale. Then I will check the reading on the reading of the circular scale. I will check which line of the circular scale is coinciding with this horizontal line. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The 14th line is coinciding with the horizontal line. So it means 0.14. So on your rough work, add both these 7.5 and 0.14. The answer will be 7.64. So, so how much is this reading? Basically, this reading is basically how much? 7.64. So D is the choice. Question number 2. What must change when a body is accelerating? The velocity should change. The velocity of the body changes, then the acceleration is produced. So D is the choice. D is the right choice. Then we have a car driver takes a total of 2 hours to make a journey 75 kilometers. She has a coffee break of half an hour and spends a quarter of an hour stationary in a traffic jam. At what average speed must she travel during the rest of the time if she wants to complete the journey in 2 hours? I have done this work. I hope you can see this. The break is 30 minutes. The jam is 15. The traffic jam is 15 minutes. So the time lost totally is 30 minutes plus 15 minutes. That's 45 minutes. She wants to complete the journey in 2 hours. So how much time she has? So 120 minutes minus 45, 75 minutes. So convert the 75 minutes into hours. That will be 75 divided by 60. It will be 1.25 hours. Now the speed with which she has to travel, that will be the distance divided by time. 75 kilometer divided by 1.25 hours. So the answer will be 60 kilometer per hour. So C is the choice. Question number 3, C is the right choice. So, okay. Now I am moving to the next question. In a laboratory on Earth, balances show that an object has a mass of 2 kg and a weight of 20 Newton. The same balances and objects are then taken to the moon, where the gravitational field strength is less than on the Earth. Are the mass and the weight of the object the same or less than before? You see, the mass will remain the same, but the weight will be less because there the gravitational field is less. So C is the right choice. Now we come to the next question. The question number 5. The diagram shows a material with dimensions 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter. It has a mass of 100 gram. What is the density of the material? Very simple. Simply, first of all, I need to find out the volume. The volume, the volume is equal to length multiply width multiply height. So that will be 4 multiply with 2 multiply with 5. Better, do you have a calculator with you? 10, 10 for the 40 centimeter cube. So the volume will be 40 centimeter cube. The mass is how much? The mass is given, that's 100 gram. And I can find the density. The formula is very simple. Density is equals to mass divided by the volume. So it will be 100 gram divided by 40 cubic centimeters. So the answer will be 1. What is the answer?
2.5.
So the answer will be 2.5 gram per centimeter cube. 2.5 gram per centimeter cube. So most probably the choice is what? B is the choice. Let's check from the marking scheme as well. Question number 5, B is the right answer. Question number 5, B is the right answer. Okay. You understand this, Muskan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are moving to the next question. When a block of wood of mass 2 kg is pushed along the horizontal flat surface of a bench, the friction force measured is 4 Newton. When the block is pushed along the same bench with a force of 10 Newton, it moves with a constant. What constant? Okay. So when a block of wood of mass 2 kg is pushed along the horizontal flat surface of a bench, the friction force measured is 4 Newton. So the friction is 4 Newton. When the block is pushed along the same bench, okay. So let me find out the resultant force first. I know the force of friction. So the friction here, the friction value here is, I know that that's 4 Newton. Okay. So the applied force is applied force, the force you applied, that is equals to 10 Newton. So the resultant force that will be equals to the applied force 10 Newton minus the friction force. So the resultant force will be only 6 Newton. Now, according to the Newton's second law, F is equals to ma. So if I can find out the value of the a, I know the resultant force. So a will be equals to F divided by m. So F value, that is 6 Newton, and I will divide it with the mass. The mass is how much? 2 kg. So the final answer will be 3 meter per second square. So the block will be moving with 3 meter per second square.
Yes. Three. C
Do you
answer.
understand it?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it? Okay. So let's check the marking scheme. Question number 6. C is the right choice. Our choice is also C. Okay. Question number 7 is on your screen. When two forces are combined, the size of the resultant depends on the angle between the two forces. Which of the following cannot be the magnitude of the resultant when the force of magnitude 3 Newton and 4 Newton are combined? Try to understand. See. Okay. So there are two possibilities. One possibility is that I have two forces. For example, I have this force. Let me increase the size. Okay. So this is a 3 Newton force, and the second one here, that's a 4 Newton force. So 3 Newton force, 4 Newton force, the result will be 7 Newton. Okay. Now another extreme possibility can be that I have 3 Newton force acting in this direction, and the 4 Newton force is acting in this direction. Now, because they are acting in the opposite direction, so the resultant will be only 1 Newton. So when the angle between them, they are acting in the same direction, the angle between them is 0, the resultant will be 7. And when the angle between them is 180, means they are acting opposite to each other, their resultant will be 1 Newton. So when the values of their resultant can vary from 1 Newton to 7 Newton. Any value which is out of this, that cannot be the answer. So what do you think?
Six. 8 Newton.
Yeah, 8 Newton is out of the range. Okay. So question number 7, D is the choice. We are right, G. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. But the next question is, a man weighs 600 Newton. He runs upstairs of a total height 4 meters in 3 seconds. How much power is exerted by the man? The power, the formula for the power is work done. So the power is equals to work done divided by time. And when you go up, the work done is weight multiply height multiply uh, that is the work done, and then you divide it with the time taken. So that is how you calculate the work done. So the weight of the man is 600. You multiply it with the vertical height, that is 4. Multiplied with the vertical height, that is 4. And you divide it with the time taken, that is 3 seconds. So just do this calculation, 200, that will be 800 watt. You have your calculator with you? Do you understand this question?
Yes, sir.
So power is equals to weight multiply vertical height gained divided by time. So 600 multiply 4 divided by 3, 800 watts. So B is the answer. So let's check. Question number 8, B is the right answer. Question number 8, B is the right answer. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. Which of the following does not affect the pressure beneath the surface of a liquid? Area of the liquid, surface, density of the liquid, effects. You know the pressure formula is rho GH. So density is there, depth is there, strength of the gravitational field is in the formula. So the B, C, and D, they affect the pressure. The one thing which will not affect, that is the area of the liquid surface. Question number 9A is the answer. The question was which will not affect the pressure. A, let's check the marking scheme. Question number 9A is the answer. Muskan, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. Next question, question number 10. A manometer is connected to a gas supply. Pressure can be measured in centimeter of water. What is the pressure of the gas? You can see here on this left limb, the right limb, the gas is connected, and this left limb, it is open to the air. The level of the mercury in the air side is higher, and the level of the mercury on the gas side is lower. It means that the pressure of this gas is more than the pressure of the mercury. So the difference between these levels is very important. The difference of level in the mercury in both the limbs is 8 centimeter. It means the pressure of the gas is 8 centimeter more than the atmospheric pressure. It means that the pressure of the gas is 8 centimeter of water more than the atmospheric pressure. So what is the pressure of the gas? Clearly A is the choice. Do you understand this? Let's check.
Yes, sir.
Question number 9. I think this was question number 10. Question number
Yes,
10,
sir.
A is the choice. Question number 10, A is the choice. It's clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
A liquid evaporates rapidly. Why does it cool? Why does the liquid will cool? Because the molecules with the higher energy, they have left the liquid. Okay. That's why the liquid cools down. The molecules with the higher kinetic energy, they leave the surface from the surface of the liquid. And the molecules which are left in the liquid, they have low kinetic energy. So
Yes.
that's why the liquid will cool down. So what's the choice? What do you think?
D.
Okay. I also think D is the choice. Some of the most energetic molecules leave the liquid. Question number 11, D choice. Question number 11, D choice. Our answer is right. Okay, next question on your screen. When ice melts to become water, which force must be overcome? When ice melts to become water, I think that the intermolecular force has to be overcome. The attraction between the electrons and the nucleus, no. The attraction between the atoms in a molecule, yes, we have to overcome that. The force between molecules, the attraction between the atoms in a molecule, no, that's wrong. That's their chemical bond. We don't have to overcome that. The force between molecules, yes, this we have to overcome. The force of gravity, no. So when the ice is melting, you have to overcome the force between the molecules. So question number 12, C will be the choice. Question number 12, C is the choice. Okay. Let's move to the next question. And it looks that it's a graph. It's a big graph. Okay, so we have to reduce the size. Let me reduce the size first. Okay. A substance is heated in an enclosed space until it becomes a gas. A substance is heated in an enclosed space until it becomes a gas. After the heater is removed, now it was gas and now we will let it cool. After the heater is removed, the temperature is recorded at regular intervals. The graph shows the temperature plotted against time. What does the section PQ represent? It was a gas and it was cooling. It is a gas and it is cooling. So when the cooling curve becomes flat, it means a state change is taking place. Whenever the cooling or the heating curve becomes flat, horizontal, it means that the state change is taking place. Because it was gas, and at PQ, I think the gas is converting and it's cooling, the gas is converting into liquid. When the gas converts back into liquid, we call it condensation. We call it condensation when the gas converts into liquid. So I think B is the right choice. Let's check the marking scheme. Question number 13, B is the right choice. Yes, question number 13, B is the right choice. Beta, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next question. It says a student is given a thermometer that reads 1 degree centigrade in pure melting ice and 101 degree centigrade in pure boiling water. She uses it to measure the temperature of some water before and after it is heated. The increase in the temperature of the water calculated from her result is, you see, there is a zero error in this thermometer. 1 degree zero error. He always
Correct.
tells you 1 degree more temperature. But if you took two readings and then you find the difference between them, the difference will be accurate because the temperature one has one reading more, 1 degree more reading, and the temperature 2 will also have 1 degree more. But when you will take the difference in them, so there will be no error. When you take the difference, then there will be no error. The increase means the difference. The increase in the temperature of water calculated from our result is correct. So B is the choice. Do you really understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's check. Question number 14, B is the right answer. Question number 14, B is the right answer. You see, the thermometer is giving 1 degree more reading than the accurate reading. Obviously, every reading you take with this thermometer will have an error in it, and every reading will be one more than the accurate reading. But if you take two temperatures, T1 and T2 with this thermometer, they both will be 1 degree wrong. They will have 1 degree error in them. But if you take the difference, then there will be no error. There will be no correction needed. So the reading will be perfectly correct. If you take the difference, question number 15 on your screen, fiber is used for home insulation in a cold country as shown in the diagram. We have roof space, fiber, ceiling. Heat cannot easily escape through the ceiling because the fiber traps the air. It's a famous fact. Because the fiber traps the air. Fiber has air trapped in it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Question number 15A is the right answer. So it's good. Okay, let's go to the next question. The diagram shows four similar cans. Each can contains the same volume of water initially at 80 degrees centigrade. After 5 minutes, which can will contain the coolest water? The coolest water will be in that can which is open because we have
A.
hot water in them, and its outer side is black because the black will be acting as a very good radiator.
A.
A is the right choice. Yes, we also think. Question number 16, let's check. Question number 16, A is the right choice. Question number 16, A is the right choice. Which line in the table correctly shows examples of the transverse and longitudinal waves? Transverse waves, all the electromagnetic waves are transverse. The sound waves are longitudinal.
Gamma rays transfer होंगी.
Gamma rays are
A.
transverse and the sound wave is
Sound is
longitudinal. So
longitudinal.
correctly, A is the correct option. A is the right option, ma'am. Let's check
Yes,
question
sir.
number 17. A is the right option. Okay, question number 18 is on your screen. The diagram shows waves traveling on the sea. Which points are one wavelength apart? So
Q to
one
Q
wavelength,
and T.
C.
Q and T. Q and T. They are one wavelength. They are
C.
one wavelength apart. Q and T. Yes. So C is the right choice, I think. Question number 18, C is the right choice. Okay. So let's move to the next part. It says question number 19. The lens forms a blurred image of an object on a screen. How can the image be made sharp and in focus on the screen? One method is you move this screen here. You move this screen to the left side. Another very good method can be use a lens whose focal length is larger. Okay. Another way is move the object little closer to the lens. So I don't know what options they have. So how can the image be made sharp on and in focus on the screen? By moving the object away from the lens. If you move the object away from the lens, this will move like this. It will move towards lens. By moving the screen away from the lens and object, no. If you move the screen away, it will not work. By using a brighter object in the same position, no, 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 no. By using a lens of longer field, yes. If I use a lens whose focal length is longer, these rays, instead of focusing here, they will focus here. So it's a little tricky question, not easy one. D is the choice. Question number 19, D is the right choice.
Sir, I
Yeah.
didn't understand this question.
What you see how you can make this, they are focusing here. They should be focusing on the screen. He says by moving the object away from the lens and the screen. If you move the object backward, this point where the lines are intersecting, this will move towards the lens, not towards the screen. So this will not work. By moving the
Yes.
screen away from the lens, if you move this screen backward away from the lens, this thing will not be on the screen. By using a brighter object, that do not help. Brighter object will have nothing to do with where they are focused. So only D is the right option. If you use a lens whose focal length is larger, so that lens will not focus here, it will focus here. Its focal length is larger.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Question number 19, D is the choice. Okay, so here we go. In which of the diagrams is the path of the light not correct? Okay, you see, it's you. I think most of the people have remembered these answers, but let me show you how this is actually done. How you decide where the path is not correct. So see, let me bring it in the paint. You see here, the light is entering. Let me draw a normal here. if I draw a normal here, okay, I draw a normal here. So when the light will enter from water into the air, it was supposed to bend away from the normal, and it did. So this is right. There is no problem. Here the light entered into this glass by making a 90-degree angle. When you enter into the glass by making a 90-degree angle, the light do not deviate. So it should go straight, undeviated. Okay. So let's draw a normal here and check what happens. By inspection of eye, you can see that angle of incidence and angle of reflection is equal. So it's good, no problem. So look at here, the light entered by making 90-degree angle and it goes undeviated. And here, let me draw a normal first. This is not a good normal. Draw. So here, I'm trying to draw a normal actually. Okay. So you can see I have drawn a normal. Here the light was entering from a glass into air. So it was supposed to bend away from the normal and it did. So this is also right. Here look at the D. The light entered into the glass and it was making 90-degree angle with the glass. When you enter into a glass and you make 90-degree angle with the surface of the glass, the light do not deviate. The path of the light do not change. But here the path of the light change. So this is a wrong way. A wrong ray has been shown here. He was asking us to pick the one where the path is wrong. So in the D, the path is wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's check. Question number 20. D is the right answer. We are trying to do it quickly because my lesson is about to finish, but still we have 15 minutes. Radio waves, visible light, and X-rays are all part of electromagnetic spectrum. What is the correct order of increasing the wavelength? The shortest wavelength X-rays will have,
X-ray,
and then
visible light,
the radio will
radio
have the
waves.
largest. So I think D is the right choice. D is the right choice. Let's check. Question number 21. D is the right choice, sir. A spectrum is formed when white light passes through a prism. In which positions are the colors green, red, and yellow seen? You remember that code word we always say, Roy G. Biv? We say Roy G.
Yes,
Biv.
sir.
We say Roy G. Biv. Biv. Yeah? We say Roy G. Biv.
Yes.
So the first one should be red,
Red,
and then we should have
yellow,
the yellow, and then we should
and
have the
then
green.
green.
Roy G. Biv. Remember this word, Roy G. Biv. Red, yellow, and green should be the order. So I think D is the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah, the D is the right choice. Let's check. Question number 22. Question number 22. D is the right answer. Okay, we are moving to the next question. The diagram represents sound waves displayed on an oscilloscope, assuming the controls of the oscilloscope remain the same for each sound. Which diagram represents the quietest, means loudest is less, quietest sound with the highest frequency? If the frequency is highest on the display, there should be more number of waves, and if the loudness is quietest, the amplitude of the waves should be less. More number of waves should be shown on the display because the frequency is higher, and their amplitude. Amplitude means from mean position how high you go. That should be smallest. So what is
B.
the I think B frequency is amplitude very low. So B, question number 23,
Yes,
B is
B.
the right answer. Okay, next question. It is question number 24. Okay. A permanent magnet can be demagnetized by using a solenoid and switching the current on them. So we are talking about demagnetization. Uh, which diagram shows the most effective method of producing demagnetization? We need to use alternating current. We use alternating current, and he says magnet left in place. No, magnet withdrawn before switching off. Yes, D is the right choice, sir. If you have read that magnetizing method, so D is the right answer. I think D is the right answer. Question number 24, D is the right answer. Yeah, we are right. Question number 24, D is the right. You switch on this alternating current, and before switching it off, you withdraw the bar magnet, and it will be demagnetized. Okay, so next question on your screen, question number 25. 4 processes are used to charge an isolated metal sphere. The sphere is earth. By touching it, the earth connection is removed from the sphere. A charge rod is brought close to the sphere. The charge rod is removed. You see, very simple. The charge rod is brought close to a sphere. We take a sphere, uncharged metal sphere, and we bring a charged body near it. And then the sphere is earth by touching it. So first of all, R, then P, then the earth connection is removed, then Q, and
S.
then the charge rod is removed. So S. So R, P, Q, S. So
C.
what is the answer? C is the right answer. Question number 25. Let me check. 25. C is the right answer. Question number 25. C is the right answer. Okay, next question. Two insulated metal sphere X and Y are initially in contact. While a positively charged rod is near X, the spheres are moved apart. After this action, X has a negative charge. What the charge on the Y will be? If this X will have negative charge, the Y will have the positive charge, and the amount of the charge will be same as that on the X. If the X will have negative charge, the Y will have positive charge, and the charge on the Y will be the same as that on the X. Do you understand this? So D is the choice. Question number 26, D is the
Yes,
right
sir.
choice. Question number 26, I think we have done. Yeah, that's why question number 26, D is the right choice. Which combination of identical resistors gives the lowest resistance? The resistance will be lowest when you have connected them in parallel to each other. The resistance will be lowest when you have connected them in parallel to each other.
A.
So I think A should be the answer. Let me check. Question number 27, A is the choice. Okay, the diagram shows a voltmeter adopted to measure a range from 0 to 100 millivolt. 100 millivolt. The voltmeter is measuring the potential difference in a circuit. What is the reading on the voltmeter? Let me increase the size so you can also see it clearly. Okay. So what's the reading? It's, I think, 60
Six.
millivolt.
60.
This reading is not 6. See, it's measuring up to 100. So this is 10, this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So the reading is 60. That's the trick in this question. Okay. So the reading is how much? It's a tricky question. The reading is how much? It is 60 millivolt, 60 millivolt. So D choice for 28. D is the choice. Yes, ma'am. Question number 28. D is the choice. In an AC electric circuit in a house, the switch of any device is always connected to the live lead. Why is this? We always put the fuse, we always put the switch in the live, so that when you open the switch, your devices, your appliances, they are cut from the live current. So the no live current can flow. Okay. So why is this? No current ever flows in the neutral lead of the device. Maybe the device will be shorted
Yes.
if the switch is in the earth lead. No, the device can never be switched off if the switch is in the neutral lead. The devices will be off, but they will be not disconnected from the live current. The device can only be isolated, made safe if the switch is in the live lead. This D is the right answer, man. This is the proper wording. Question number 29. I think D is the right answer. Yes, ma'am. Question number 29. D is the right answer. Have a good look. We put the switch in the live wire because when you open the switch, your device will be totally isolated from the live current, and then it will be safe to handle it. A house owner replaced a failed fuse for the lights of the house. When the lights were switched on, the new fuse also failed. The house owner then used another fuse with a higher rating than the previous two. Why was this not a sensible thing to do? Because the fuse will not, because you have used a fuse whose rating is higher, now the fuse will not melt, but the appliances, they might melt. The fuse already melted because using a fuse with too high a rating would cause electric shock. No, a fuse with a higher rating might allow the circuit to work, but the fault would not be corrected. Yes, this is the answer. You see, a fuse with a higher rating might allow the circuit to work, but the fault would not be corrected. I think D is the right answer. Question number 30, D is the right answer. Okay, let me reduce the size. The diagram shows a beam of electrons entering a magnetic field. The direction of the field is into the page. The direction of the magnetic field is into the page. What will be the initial direction of deflection of the electron as the beam passes through the field? You see, one very important thing, these are electrons. And I can tell you the direction of deflection by using the left hand rule. But that left hand rule is about the conventional current, not about the electrons. So let me try, and whatever the direction I will get, the answer will be opposite to that. Because this is electron beam. The left hand rule is about the positive charges. It is about the conventional current. So you see, we can use our left hand, stretch the fingers of your left hand in such a way that the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger, they are perpendicular to each other. FMC, thumb stands for F, the index finger is for M, and this middle finger is C, FMC. So because the magnetic field is into the screen or into the page, the electron beam is going towards the right. My thumb is pointing upward. It means that this should bend upward. But But remember, this law is not about electrons. It is about positive charges. So whatever the direction your thumb is telling you, the electrons will be deflected in the opposite direction. So it means that the electrons will be bended towards the bottom of the page. So C is the choice. Question number 31, C should be the choice, I think. Question number 31, C is the right choice. I hope you have understand and you know that how to apply the left hand rule. FMC. FMC. If you stretch the fingers of your left hand, sorry, and FMC. Thumb is F, the force, and the index finger is magnetic field, and this middle finger represents the direction of the current. But that current is conventional current due to the positive charges. The question was on electrons, which are negative. So C is the choice.
Yes, sir.
The diagram shows a two-pole single coil electric motor. It's a motor. The split ring commutator reverses the current in the coil as it rotates. How many times is the current reversed if the coil is rotated once? In one complete cycle, 2 times the direction of the current is reversed. In one complete rotation, the direction of the current is changed by the split ring commutator twice, 2 times. It's a fact. So I think B is the choice. Question number 32, B is the right choice. Let's move to the next question. He says, which statement about the action of a transformer is correct? An alternating current always flows in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is applied to the primary coil. That's right. In the transformer, the primary coil is connected with alternating current, and in the secondary, the alternating EMF or alternating current is induced. That is right choice. The current in the secondary coil is always larger than the current in the primary coil. That's wrong. An EMF is induced in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is
C.
applied to the primary coil. An EMF is induced in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is applied to the primary coil. C is right. An EMF is induced in the secondary coil when a steady current. No, D is not right. So C looks the right answer, but why not A? An alternating current always flows in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is applied to the primary coil. But C looks the best answer. An EMF is induced in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is applied to the primary coil. Let me check. Question number 33, C is the right answer. The A statement has some problem with it. An alternating current always flows in the secondary coil when an alternating voltage is applied to the primary coil. This can also be the right, but I don't know. Means something is wrong with this statement. The C is the best one. It's the famous sentence. So that's why we have chosen C. The diagram shows a trace on an oscilloscope set at 5 volt per centimeter. So on the vertical axis, 1 centimeter represents 5 volt. What is the maximum value of the potential difference? So from the mean position, you have to count how high this thing has gone up. Let me increase the size so you can check it out. So from the mean position, how high you went up, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 1, 2, 2.5. So it's like 7.5 small scale. So it's like 1.5. So here it's 1.5. Because 5 small squares means 1 centimeter. So it's like 7.5. So it's 1.5 basically. So it means 1 centimeter represents 5. So 5 multiply 1.5, it will give you 7.5. So 7.5 volt. 7.5 volt. C is the choice. Question number 34. C is the right choice. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next question. 24 ohm resistor is to be connected in series with a 12-volt battery. What is the power loss in the resistor? First of all, I need to find out the power loss. Let me show you. The V is equals to IR. V equals to IR. So I will be how much? I will be V divided by R. So the voltage from the battery is 12 volt and the resistance is how much? 24. So the V I value will be 0.5 ampere. The I value will be 0.5 ampere. Now I want to find out the power loss. The power loss is P is equals to I raised to power I raised to power 2 I square and multiply with the R. I square R. You remember this? This is the formula. P is equal to I square R. So I will take 0.5 multiply 0.5 square. I can say 0.5 multiply 0.5 and multiply with how much is the resistance? 24. So do you have calculator with you? 0.5 multiply 0.5 multiply 24.
Yes, sir.
Get me the answer. 0.5 multiply 0.5 multiply 24.
6.
6. So B will be the choice. So the choice is B. Let me check. Question number 35. B is the right answer. Question number 35. B is the right answer. I hope you have understood. This is how this is done. Okay? A little,
Yes, sir.
a little, because it has two steps of calculation. So, which of the following occurs in the decay of a radioactive nucleus? The nucleus absorbs another nucleus? No. The nucleus absorbs at least one form of radiation? No. The nucleus always splits into two equal fragments? Maybe. The nucleus emits at least one form of radiation? Yes, D is the right choice. D is the right. At least one form of the radiation, alpha, beta, gamma, one of them is given up. So question number 36, D is the right answer. Let me check. So, okay. Question number 36, D is the right answer. And then question number 37, the table shows the possible properties of radioactive emissions. Which emission could be beta particle? The beta particles have negative charge on them. So they have the charge. They are deflected in the magnetic field and their level of ionization is weak. Not
Weak.
bad. Yeah. So the charge, yes. Deflected in the magnetic
C.
field, yes. I think C is the best answer. Question number 37. I think C is the choice. Yes, our answer is right. Let's move to the next question. We need to reduce the size. A pupil investigates the penetrating power of radiation from a radioactive source. So here we have a radioactive source and here I have the Geiger-Müller GM tube. The table shows her results. Background count 25, count with the source only 230. The count with the source and the paper. You put a paper between the source and the detector and the reading has not changed. It's still 230. It means that there is no alpha. Because if alpha was present there, the alpha will be stopped by the paper and the reading will go down. So that when you put a paper between the sample and the detector, the reading has not changed. It means there is no alpha particles coming from this sample. Count with the source and aluminum absorb 3 millimeter thick. So when you put a aluminum of 3 millimeter thickness, the count rate dropped to 180. The count rate has not dropped to the background, but the count rate has dropped. It means there are beta particles because the beta particles might have been stopped by the aluminum foil. And there are gamma rays also. Because if there is only beta particles, the count rate reading should have dropped to the 25. So it means there is beta particles and there are gamma rays. The source emits beta particles and gamma rays. Do you really understand how we came to know this answer? Hello?
No, sir.
Because when you put paper, if the alpha particles are given out, they will be stopped by the paper. But you see, when you put a paper between them, the count rate has not changed. It is still 230. So it means there are no alpha particles coming out from this source. Then what they did, they took aluminum foil and they put it between the source and the detector. And the reading dropped. The reading became 180, from 630 to 180. You see, the beta particles are stopped by the aluminum foil. It means the beta particles are present. But the reading had not gone down to 25 to the background. It means the gamma are also present, because the gamma can pass through the aluminum foil. So that's why we say the beta particles and the gamma rays are being given out. Yes.
Yes, sir. समझ आ गई.
B is the choice. Question number 38. Let me check the answer. B is the right answer, ma'am. Okay, so we are going to the next question. Question number 39 on your screen. Which particle is positively charged? Alpha particle, beta particle, electron, neutron. Which one is
A.
positively charged? Alpha particle. Question number 39. A is the choice. Yes, A is the right choice. Okay, atom P and Q are isotopes. How does the composition of the neutral atom P compare with the neutral atom of Q? Because they both are isotope of each other, the proton numbers will be same. The neutron numbers will be different and electrons will be same. So what's the choice?
C.
Do you really understand this?
Yes, sir.
Question number 40, C is the choice. So, my dear students, today in this session, we have done October, November 2002 paper. We have done MCQ paper, we call it paper 1. So I hope that by watching this session, by watching this recording, you will be able to improve your concepts. If you are able to improve your concepts, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like my videos. Also suggest these videos to your friends who need help while practicing the past paper of physics. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. And God bless you all.